Hey everyone, welcome to the third week of our 8-week summer course. So this week we will be covering modules 5 and 6. So this includes topics like food packaging, food labeling, including the way that food allergens are labeled. That's an important piece. And then that module 5 will also look at taste and sensory aspects. And then with module 6, we start getting into our series of looks at different types of food. So number 6 is fruits and vegetables. So we'll start looking at the production there. As usual, you've got 2 quizzes due on Sunday night. For discussion 5, you're going to be picking out a food label. This can be one you have in your house, one you find online. I did divide you into categories of the grocery store just to help us with variety. So let me know if you have any questions about the guidelines there. Number 6, you're going to be choosing a fruit or a vegetable, and there's a bunch of different questions for you to explore, which was with whichever one you choose. That one, do your best and take a look before you do your research. Try not to repeat ones that have been posted. Again, we may see some repeats. People might be researching simultaneously, but the more variety we have, the more interesting it is, the more different types of fruits and vegetables we get to learn about. So the more variety, the better. So keep that in mind as you are deciding. The other thing I did want to point out too, in case any of you didn't see my announcement from Friday, if you have not, please go back and read that. There's some really important stuff in there. I'm seeing some challenges with the discussion rubric guidelines. And so my concern is that some of you may not have seen the rubrics or may just be finding that some of the categories aren't clear or don't make sense. So I created a extra credit short quiz that's due at the end of this week. So that will help you make sure you can find what you need, make sure you understand the guidelines for discussion, and then also give you some of your points back if you've lost some points. So the goal here, you'll read more about this if you haven't yet already in the discussion rubric explanation that I have in Module 0, but really there is a purpose behind all the different categories. My job is really to make sure that I set up an environment that encourages the most amount of learning possible, and that's really what's behind all of those. The ideal scenario for everyone is to be bringing in new information to discussion, finding other sources, engaging on different days of the week, not just in one sitting. That's really what the research says helps you get the most out of discussion. That said, it's not always realistic. And so if you need support, figuring out how to get your best scores with the schedule that you have, if you want some help figuring out just what those things really mean, please feel free to reach out. I'm here to help you. I want you all to do well. And I hope you all have an awesome week.